Hey Gemini, this is April with Gypsy Southern Belle Tarot, and this is going to be your December 2021 general reading. All right. If you don't feel like you relate to it or nothing kind of resonates in the message, please check out your Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Rising signs. I always recommend the CoStar app. All you need to know is where you were born, where you were born, when you were born, and what time you were born, I believe. So let's get started. Also, Gemini onlookers here, welcome to you guys too. If you're looking in for a special Gemini in your life, welcome. Geminis. Geminis are the wanderers of the sun signs, the sparklers of the moon signs, and the messengers of the rising. So let's see. I'm going to first pull an overall oracle card. All right, Mr. Santa, you're going to have to get out of the way. I hope everybody's having some happy holidays as well. All right, so Gemini. All right. Trust. Trust is our card. Trust is our card. And at the very bottom of the deck, look at that, forgiveness. So could we be dealing with someone that has brought a little bit of frustration into somebody's lives here lately? I'm going to pull a chakra card as well. Oh, that one just... All right. All right. We also have inner child. And that is going to be your heart chakra. All right. And then at the very bottom of the deck, we have dreams. Do pay attention to your dreams. There may be some inner, some intuition coming down, messages being relayed to you in your dreams, maybe from past loved ones as well. But let's go ahead. Since it's here, let's put it up there. Trust and forgiveness in your inner child. With that number 17 being broken down to 8, 8 is all about taking some sort of an action in your life right now, trying to accomplish something, maybe trying to master something, especially with that whole inner child feeling. Let me go ahead and read from the book for you, because I like seeing the little tidbits of information. I'll just read the last line. It's like a whole freaking paragraph here. And give you your affirmation for December. It says, life can become so serious and we forget to play, create joy, and have fun. When was the last time you played and felt like a kid? What does your inner child want to do? Go play on a swing, dance, paint, go to the beach. The affirmation is, my inner child is free to express love and joy. Kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys have seen, and I'm pretty sure a good portion of people of my age range, especially in their late 30s. Do you remember the Santa Claus Part 2? You know, the principal, she was very much like, no Christmas, we don't have that in the budget, blah, blah, blah. And then they have that Christmas party, and he uses, Santa Claus, Tim Allen uses his last little bit of magic there for the Christmas party in order to make it very special for the teachers that were there. And they were playing games like Toss Across, and that one game with the little robot guys that you hit the little doodad and they're like punching each other, like the little boxer game. It's like simple things like that. You maybe at some point, especially during the holidays when you're around family, you know, get away from those funky adults that are carrying, you know, politics and spiritual beliefs and all sorts of BS. Get away from them and go sit down at the kid table. Is what it feels like. Go freaking sit down and get a freaking feel for what it's like, you know, to be a kid again. What it's like to, I'm looking around here and I'm missing a box. What it's like to be a freaking kid again. You know, play, have fun. Sit down and play a dress-up game with your niece and nephew. You know, something like that, Gemini. It's time to remember why the holiday seasons are so special. And I do feel like if there is a 6 of Cups that is going to pop up out of this deck, it is definitely going to be in relevance to something maybe in your past that you've been holding on to for quite some time. And it's time to finally forgive. Okay. So our overall feeling for the month of December, what the universe is trying to tell you that needs to either be accomplished or fixed at the very bottom of the deck, what you're hiding from the world, which is something that is massively affecting you. It's been massively affecting you for quite some time. We have the Hangman energy there. That's the number 12. The Hangman is ruled by Sagittarius, which, you know, December is all about the Sagittarius and Capricorn season. Number 3s are about, you know, growing as a person, joining some type of group event. But with that Hangman, I feel like you're very confused and unable to move on from a situation. You have a lot of spiritual development that needs to happen. The Hangman reminds you that sometimes you have to put everything on hold before you can take the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this guy down as well, so that we can kind of focus on that, because I feel like, yes, with that trust and forgiveness card, you have forgotten who you are as a person, and you are unable to move forward, Gemini. So we have the 2 of Presents, which is also the 2 of Pentacles. And 2s are normally about some sort of balance, or maybe partnerships. It could be, because it is upside down, it's an unbalance at this point of something going in your life. Pentacles, they represent your finances, your work, your material possessions. With it being upside down, I feel like you feel very, unorganized right now, very overwhelmed. You know, you could be in a situation where you could be in a love relationship where you're having to attempt to balance everything, but it's not coming into focus. Like 100%, you can't focus on that one person. If it's in regards to your job, you're taking on way too many projects right now, Gemini. You've just got a lot of shit on your plate, is what that 2 of Pentacles Presence is saying. And the Hangman says, we got to figure out some way to get you to start moving forward in your life, because right now you, instead of taking 2 steps forward, you're taking like 5 steps back, because you don't know how to say no. You know, you're always having forced into being some sort of an adult, because going back to this whole inner child, I feel like, you know, you're constantly being forced into adulthood. Maybe you had children at a very young age, to where, you know, you've always been a mom or a dad, and you've always had to take the responsibility on, and you forget how to be a child. You forget how to have fun, especially around the holidays. You know, you're getting overwhelmed. You've got to wrap all the presents. You've got to cook dinner for all of your loved ones that are coming over. You know, it's bullshit like that. And it's just, the situation just keeps getting heavier and heavier, and the holidays are no longer fun. So Gemini, it's time to break out of that rut. All right, so let's see what's going on with you at the first week of December. The first half of December, we have the 3 of Candles. 3 of Candles. We gotta start some sort of a journey here. Again, 3 is all about growth, working as some sort of a team. That 3 of Candles is also the 3 of Wands. It's planning something, taking the first initial steps. It's kind of like you're planning out this huge Christmas ordeal. You know, you're planning everything up. You're trying to make sure that everything's really special. You're making a list. Checking it twice. What? No. Okay. So underneath the deck here, we have the 7 of Needles, which is also the 7 of Swords. Swords are all about representing your thoughts and your words and your actions. That 7 normally is about taking control of a situation, reflecting, assessing whatever it is that you're dealing with, because it is upside down. There could be someone that reveals some sort of a truth. It could be a very malicious person. Maybe there's a situation that you've been dealing with where you're dealing with a lot of regret. You know, your conscience is like brimming with information. It could be in regards to if it is in regards to maybe love or a past love, you're finding out some information that really does, like needles and swords. It's very stabbing and it hurts. You got that whole trust and forgiveness aspect there, where Gemini, you're finding out some sort of information that sucks. That sucks. So that's what you're dealing with on the inside. For some Geminis, you guys could be dealing with that, that situation of finding out a truth that you didn't want to hear, especially now. You're like, God dang, thanks for ruining my holiday with your bullshit. All right, so, and then we also have Justice over here. Justice is, let me see, Justice is the number 11 card, very special number. When you break that down, it is the number 2, attempting to find some sort of balance in your life, dealing with partnerships yet again, 2 right here. But with that whole Justice card being upside down, there is some sort of unfairness or lack of accountability in your life. So it could be somebody that just continues to not follow through is what that Justice card feels like. You know, it's not somebody that you just met this week. It's not somebody that just started working with you at your job. This is somebody that you've been having to deal with for quite some time that is a very unreliable person. They could be very dishonest. You could also be dealing with some sort of a legal matter and kind of being in fear of the outcome. With that 3 of Candles, I love the fact that it's upright because it feels like that you know, that 3 of Candles, the 3 of Wands, you've got this whole confidence going on. You're growing as a person. You're looking ahead at your future. You're seriously pretty freaking happy about where you're heading, but you're still having to deal with this bullshit over here that is constantly, you know, corrupting that inner happiness that you could find here. So let's pull some clarification cards and see. I'll pull on trust and forgiveness in your inner child first. Let's see what's going on there. I just saw death. That's Scorpio. You could be dealing with the Scorpio right now, Gemini. Also saw the Lovers upside down. So it could be a past love that's going on. That is just fucking with your life to where you can't honestly enjoy the moment anymore because of some sort of an asshole that wants to be negative when all you want to do is be happy. You're like, look, if they did something shitty, like this whole 7 of Needles is trying to say, you could definitely forgive them just to give yourself peace of mind, but you can never trust them again is kind of what it feels like. All right, inner child. All right. So we have the 7 of Wands. Again, fighting some sort of a battle, reflecting on a situation that you are attempting to get control of. With that seven of Wands, you're very protective. You're standing up for yourself. You're defending yourself. You're protecting your territory. You know, it's stealing away from that inner child happiness, just consistently having to fight the good fight against, you know, that shitty person that continues to pop in and out of your life is what it feels like. And the reason why I say pop in and out of your life is because you honestly can't see them in this. You don't know exactly what you're fighting. So it's somebody or something that just continues to pop in and pop out whenever it fucking feels like. I just saw 333. So if you're seeing that, you're definitely needing to hear this side of the this portion of the reading. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords. The one thing, this is about putting yourself into a situation, this agonizing situation that you can't pull yourself out of. It's like whatever it is in your past that really screwed you up, that is putting you into this very depressing situation, because swords are all about the shit that's going into your head. Things that you are mentally thinking, words that are being spit at you. She here is in this sort of a prison, and as you can see, she's being blindfolded here. And what's crazy is that with the trust card, you can't see her face. And then with forgiveness, you can't see her face either. They're both focusing on some sort of a beautiful light there in the distance. So in this one, it's like choosing not to see the you know, the more positive side, positivity in a situation. with that Eight of Swords mentality, what you need to understand is that you are not in some sort of a jail. You're not in some sort of a cage. We've got, look at that. We got the Six of Swords at the bottom there telling you it's time to get your shit together and get away from a situation. The people that are causing you to be in this situation, whether it's your negative self-thoughts or the negativity coming in from some negative fucking person that doesn't want you to be happy, what you need to realize is that it's their words, your words can be a very blinding effect to where you can no longer see. It's kind of like when you're like body shaming yourself. If you've got that negative mentality in your head that you're fat and the whole world is pointing out what the definition of skinny is, you'll automatically think, okay, I am fat. So at that point, you're blinded. Anytime that you start progressing and moving forward, dropping the pounds, you're still going to look in the mirror and go, God, I'm so fucking fat. So it's kind of like that. It's just negative self-talk. It's negative talk from other people that it's blinding you from that beautiful light of being able to start to move forward in your life, especially with trust and forgiveness in play. So with this, all you have to do is take off the blindfold, take off the ropes that are very, very loose in this situation. And then you see in the background there, you've got that whole castle there. You always have a safe space to go home to. So take all of that shit off. Take the ties that bind off of you and, move forward. It's time to move forward, especially with that hangman over there. It's high time to move. So let's see, what is the universe, clarifying the Two of Presents as well as the hangman, what is going on there? What is the universe trying to say? Sometimes it is better to give than it is to receive. So when you're attempting to find balance in your life, you could do better at maybe attempting to give to others in order to find that inner balance. Like maybe you need to, in order to appreciate the situation you're in, maybe you need to go help out others. I mean, it is the holiday season. Go volunteer, at a soup kitchen. Go, do it, volunteer at a toy drive. Go buy some toys to donate to a toy drive. Take $20 out of your checking account, put it into quarters, and every single time you walk by one of those people jingling in the bell, throw a quarter in there. Pay it forward is what this is saying. In order to get out of your rut, you need to pay it forward. 6 is all about healing. So in order to heal, and look, he's got the justice scales there, which is what's going on here, being upside down in the world of justice. So at this point, it's saying maybe in order to get yourself out of this funk, you do need to help others. Find a family that normally doesn't get a whole lot for Christmas. Get their kids some presents. Maybe make them a casserole or something and deliver it on Christmas Eve. Do something that's going to make your spirit feel better is what I'm feeling that the universe is attempting to tell you. So let's look at this 3 of Candles. Let's see what we're moving towards. All right. Well, you're moving towards a traditional life with this Hierophant. This is something that you have been wanting for quite some time. This could be in reference to getting married. This could be in reference to, having that traditional family, going to church, regaining some sort of spiritual wisdom. This could also be in reference to, you heading in that direction, because the Hierophant in regards to love is in regards to marriage, having a beautiful, safe relationship. It could also be having a successful job. But the one thing that you need to realize with a Hierophant, just like the church can always turn into an ugly thing. Where everybody will chit chat and gossip, or everybody around you, just pulling the church completely out of that scenario. It's what the Hierophant is the everybody talks card. It's ruled by Taurus. Everybody's going to have their opinion of you and what you should be doing is what that Hierophant card is. And what you need to do, these are your traditional beliefs. This is how you were raised. This is what you've always wanted. This direction that you're being pulled into with that Three of Wands, being able to start over and start some beautiful new path. You know what? Stay on it. Stay on that beautiful path. Don't listen to what anybody else has to say about it. All right. So whatever it is with this Justice being upside down, you've got the Ten of Cups. Normally 10s are about the end of a cycle, completion, some sort of renewal. There's somebody that's just being fucking negative around you with that whole 10 of Cups energy. Cups are all about your emotions, intuition, relationships. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that's causing you to feel this way. Just negative. Just negativity is what that feels like. Having to consistently deal with some asshole that always wants to put his 2 cents in, that shows up out of nowhere and can take you from feeling like the most glorious fucking person on earth down to the biggest bitch, the biggest asshole. Can pull you out of your good mood in about 3 seconds flat is what it feels like. With that 10 of Cups being upside down, it gives you that feeling, because right here you're wanting nothing but peace and quiet and a beautiful life, a beautiful family. And over here with Justice, whoever keeps popping in to give you, you know, that shitty moment, that person is has a lot of disharmony in their life. They come from a very unhappy home. They're just a pissy little person. They're always meddling. They're always trying to do something to affect your relationship. And that person just needs to shut the fuck up and get out of your life. Because nothing that they're going to do at this point is going to do anything that's going to balance out your life. I promise you. With that also, if it is in regards to some sort of, could be going through some sort of a legal battle. Maybe it's wanting to get married and having to deal with a previous divorce, having gotten married, still consistently dealing with a previous relationship that always has their 2 cents to put in. With it having, you know, 2 kids sitting there in the background, it could be referring to somebody that you could have possibly have had a child with as well. But the one thing that the deck is trying to remind you, that the universe is trying to remind you, is that your wishes are going to come true. Everything will eventually be balanced out with that star that's ruled, I believe it's ruled by Aquarius. That star card is all about healing, having hope and faith restored. Some sort of a welcome reprieve at a period of destruction. You're going into January. This is what you're going to feel. Is this, finally, I'm finally done. I can take myself out of that hermit mode that I have been placing myself into, trying not to be happy. And I can finally just, not so much trust, but maybe forgive the person that is consistently always putting negativity into my life and taking me down to another level that's not healthy. So, all right. So make sure, listen to the universe here, okay? Listen to the universe. It says, use your time well, make every moment count. And I really feel like that needs to be on that inner child card there. 24 breaks down to 6. Again, finding harmony, healing in your life, as well as that whole 6 of Pentacles mentality. Harmony and healing, finding balance in your life, helping other people during their times of need, especially people that may be going through the same situations that you currently still have to deal with in your life. So, all right, Gemini. So I hope you guys are my last reading for December. If you would like an extended reading on this, how to do that, how to contact me is in the description box below. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you are a Gemini onlooker here, then and you know that a Gemini needs a hug, go ahead, get it done. So if not, I hope you guys have a great holiday and Happy New Year. Bye.